Drama marred day one of hearing of petitions seeking to kick out IEBC Vice Chairperson Juliana Cherera and Commissioners Irene Masit, Justice Nyangaya and Francis Wanderi from office. Members of the National Assembly's Justice and Legal Affairs Committee sharply disagreed on a myriad of issues, including the legality of the process and the rules of engagement, largely based on their political affiliations. Azimio allied members of the committee eventually walked out of the session after their attempts to stop the hearing proved futile. Lawyers representing the four besieged commissioners also staged a walkout. NTV's Ibrahim Karanja was there to witness it all.
My choice and participation of this committee must be
that's okay, Honorable.
I don't have a kangaroo committee here. We cannot participate in a kangaroo proceedings here.
We cannot with the petition.
We cannot proceed.
Honorable Juneta and his team are leaving.
We cannot participate in a kangaroo proceeding. We cannot.
I'm sorry, Honorable
This is an affront to the Constitution.
The dramatic exit by Azimio allied lawmakers from sittings of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee of the National Assembly at the start of hearing of four petitions against four IEBC commissioners was the climax of a politically charged session that had the members divided along political lines. Lawyers representing the four commissioners also walked out alongside the members. Signs of a turbulent takeoff for the committee sessions were seen earlier in the presence of Azimio principals Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka and Martha Karua. The minority side raised issues with the ground rules agreed upon, citing a violation of House standing orders and the Constitution.
We don't want to participate in this charade. We are going also.
Thank you very much.
The committee, we will come back when you constitute the committee in a proper manner.
Thank you very much.
Efforts by lawyers representing the four commissioners to stop the hearings from proceeding also proved futile.
That this committee has no jurisdiction to entertain any of the four petitions.
There is no petition before this House, before this committee, capable of being investigated.
Procedurally, this motion has not met the threshold.
This committee is actually the most appropriate committee to read the petitions.
The boardroom disagreement and subsequent walkout did not, however, stop the petitions from being heard, with the Republican Liberty Party and Dennis Nthumbi prosecuting their matter.
Finds that the four commissioners, namely Juliana Cherera, Justice Nyangaya, Irene Masit, and Francis Wanderi, are unfit to all state or public office. And 5, pursuant to the provisions of Article 2513 of the Constitution, send this petition to the President.
Whoever who is implicated, the tribunal will be able to call them forth so that they can either defend or thereabout. And at the tribunal, I believe that there's going to be adequate evidence that will be provided on the same.
The bulk of both petitions sought the removal from office of the commissioners, citing gross misconduct and abuse of office following their decision to disassociate themselves with the presidential election results of August this year. The crust of the two petitioners before the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee Thursday was to ask members of the committee to recommend to the President to form a tribunal to investigate the four IEBC commissioners. It remains unknown whether the respondents will turn up for their allocated time next week. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV from Parliament Buildings in Nairobi.